Okay guys, so I want to do a little video for you today about your belief system. So remember, what you think in here dictates and controls what you do. Okay, so strength starts from the inside out, not the outside in. And today I did a little event with some of my clients, and I do events all the time. And the common thing before we start something that's going to be a bit of a struggle, that's going to test you physically or mentally, is the perception that I can't do it. It's impossible. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay, so what we're doing is we're filling ourselves with negative beliefs. And it's negative beliefs that I want to talk about and address as to why they're possibly one of the biggest things that's holding you back. And ironically, the event that I did today with my clients, it was really, really, really tough. Yet every single one of them completed it. So what's the true benefit of actually telling yourself, I can't do it? It's impossible. Remember, just because you've never been able to do something doesn't mean that you're never going to be able to do something. So let's look at negative beliefs, guys. I've just picked 3 of the most common negative beliefs that I come across. So number 1, I've got it's different for me. Number 2, I've got it's harder for me. And number 3 is I don't care. So people like to tell me that it's different for them. Remember, we're talking about fat loss, transformation, completely overhauling someone's life. It's different for me. Remember, to transform your body and lose fat, it's calories in versus calories out. How the fuck's that different for you? How is it different for the fact that you have to attend the gym? It's no different. How different is it that you've just got to eat a little bit less and move a little bit more? It's no different. It's harder for me. Listen, I can give you examples of 20 people who are in the same situation as you, who've got the same hold-ups that you think you've got, who've got the same restrictions, the same busy life, that have done it. So it's not harder for you. It's no harder for you than most other people. But again, it's another belief. Remember, a belief is just a thought that you've had over and over and over again that you've then transformed from a thought into a belief because you've thought it so many times. And remember, our brain is like a computer. If you type anything into a computer, it will accept it. It won't question you. It'll accept it. Because our brain doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So if you're constantly filling yourself up with the beliefs that it's different for me, it's harder for me, and I don't care, I'm okay. So listen, one of the things with I don't care, see, most people in their life have started a diet or an exercise regime. Why do they start a diet or exercise regime? Because some area of their life they're unhappy with, or they're unsatisfied with it. So they want improvement. Okay? The problem is that we start these programs thinking that it's easier than what it is. So then, like most people, we start and we quit. Unfortunately, that's our reality, that we start and we quit. And the reason why we quit is because we either thought that the result was going to be easier or the result was going to come quicker to us. Okay? But it's because we're being fed all this information about quick and easy, and the fact that we think it's going to be that, when our actual reality is it's a lot fucking tougher than you think. So what we do is, instead of digging in and getting the work done in spite of your thoughts, feelings and moods, we then decide to tell people, oh, I'm okay, I don't care, I like being curvy, I like being the way I am. But if you liked it, why would you have started the diet or the exercise regime in the first place? I want you to consider that you don't like it, it's just that you weren't prepared to do the work. So it's easy to justify and accept and tell everyone that it's okay, so they believe that the fact that you think it's okay, to be in a body that you're truly not happy with. So what I want you to do is challenge them. Okay, one of the things is we've got these beliefs and these thoughts, and most of the time it's from the outside influences where they've come from. People telling us we're not good enough, we're not able to do something. Just because someone's done it, they think you can't. Just because someone's failed, they think you're going to fail as well. I want you to think about the evidence. Is it different for me? Is it truly different for me? I'm trying to transform, I'm trying to lose weight. Is the journey different for me? Is it harder for me? Really, truly, come on. No bullshit, no lies, no stories. Is it really harder for me? And I don't care. People that usually say that I don't care actually do care. It's just this front. Just think about fronts for a second. How many times have you told someone that you're okay when in fact you're not? When someone said, are you okay? And you're like, yeah, I'm fine. When in fact you're not. We do it over and over and over again because we don't want people to think that we're not okay. We don't want people to judge us. So the evidence, is it true that it's different for me? No. Is it true that it's harder for me? No. Is it true that I don't care? No, because we do care. So where did the initial negative beliefs come from? So you've got to think about, where did they come from? If you think, I can't do it, where did that come from? Is there any evidence to say that you can't lose weight? No, because everybody can if they put in the required work. Remember, the biggest reason as to why most people can't lose weight is they simply just can't do what they said they were going to do. Imagine with your diet and your nutrition and your exercise, imagine if you just did what you said you were going to do. If you just did it. Every day, you just went to the gym. Every day, you ate the way you were meant to eat. Imagine if you could do that. Imagine how you'd feel. The reason is that people can do that on their good days. But we're not guaranteed 7 good days every single week. Some days we wake up in a mood. Some days we wake up feeling shitty. Some days we wake up and can't be arsed. Sometimes we wake up feeling achy. Can we still go to the gym? Can we still do the nutrition? Can we still do it? Can we stay disciplined? Like I said, in spite of your thoughts, your feelings, your moods, and even to some degree your results. See, some people, when they have one bad result, they think they can't do it. They quit, they stop. And the problem with stopping is the fact that it'll never happen. Just turning up, it might be little progress, but little progress is progress. See, when people then stop and quit, that's when they tell people, I don't care. And then what they do is they then start comparing themselves to people that are worse off than them to make themselves feel better. Well, I'm not as fat as her, I'm not as slow as him, I don't eat as much as them. But that's not ultimately making you happy. Because like I said, people only start an exercise regime or a diet because to some degree they're unhappy or unsatisfied with an area of their life. So what's the benefits to your life by holding on to these negative beliefs? What's the benefit to your life thinking that you can't do an exercise class, you can't join a gym, you can't lose weight, you're not fit enough, you're not strong enough, you're not confident enough? What's the benefit to holding on to these? Because all that's going to happen is inaction. Inaction, the polar opposite to what you need to get out of where you're currently at. Because it's only action that's going to get you out of the situation that you're in. So the benefits to holding on to these beliefs that it's different for me, it's harder for me, I don't care. There's fucking zero benefits. It's just another story, justification, reason as to what you can tell people to make yourself feel better as to why you're not taking action. So there's no benefits. So who would you be without the beliefs? So if you didn't have these negative thoughts, who would you be? What would you be doing? I tell you what, you'd be a lot more confident, that's for certain. Remember, if you're constantly telling yourself, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I can't achieve it. Remember, your mind, like I told you, is like a computer. It'll accept any thoughts and anything that goes into it unless you question it. For most of us, there isn't any evidence to suggest that we can't do it. Like today's challenge with my guys. We did an event where we had to carry a certain amount of weight. Now, these guys had never even attempted this before. They had to carry a certain weight up a hill. They'd never even attempted it before. Yet they'd convinced themselves they couldn't even do it. Yet an hour later, they were at the top of the hill, all smiling, laughing, taking the selfies. And they did it. So what was the benefit to them, to them holding these beliefs that they couldn't do it? And who are they? Who would you become without the beliefs? You'd probably take more action. You'd probably have more confidence in yourself. See, it's confidence that opens the doors to you taking action. So what I want you to do from this, I want you to think of one belief, one story, one belief that you're holding on to as to why you're not taking the necessary action, whether it's to be joining a gym, starting an exercise program, starting a new nutrition plan, and starting to get results. What is that story that you're constantly telling yourself? What's that justification that you're constantly telling people around you as to why you can't take action? And what's the evidence? Remember, if you went to court and you were going to tell someone, this is the reason why, and you said, I've got zero evidence, it's just what I thought, you get laughed out of court. They want evidence. So is there truly any evidence to say that you can't lose weight, that you can't get fitter, you can't get stronger? Because I guarantee you I can give you evidence of people just like you that have achieved it. So what's the next story you're going to look for that's harder for me? Well, I'll show you someone with a busier life than you that is doing it. What's the next story? And the next story, and the next story. What we need to do is we need to cut the stories, cut the bullshit, cut the negative beliefs, and believe that you are capable of more and doing more and achieving more, because holding on to the beliefs that you currently got isn't actually helping your life, and it isn't making you feel better. The fact that inaction is, if you're miserable and unhappy with your body, inaction and holding negative beliefs is just going to make you more miserable, more unhappy with your body. So what's that one thought or one belief that you're holding on to that is not helping you in any way, shape or form? And most of all, what are you going to do about it?